Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Molder Creations, me Sudesh. So we were talking about basics of 3ds Max. So if you guys not watched the last video, please watch it. The link is above. So today also we just extending the basics. So let's go. Today so we were talking about create geometry and all these standard primitives. So today we're going to extended primitives, which is little extended from standard. So as we're talking about, this is the viewport. You see top, left, front perspective, all these are there. So first one is header. Header is nothing but just a model. Just drawing in perspective. So go to Alt+W, that is maximizing the viewport. This is perspective view. With pressing Alt button, mouse wheel button, just press and rotate. You can see the model fully, like Alt rotation. So this is header. You can, in this you have some options. This is move tool, W the shortcut. So here if you go, it's a modify. Your model, if you draw here, this is the modify button. Here if you go, you can modify. You'll get the parameters here. All these parameters for this model. So here cube, duckout icon, star 2. There are so many things you can try it out. Here this cube octa is there. You can check it out. The model, you can do it. There are a lot of models you can create it from this one object. So if you press Z, it will come zoom out. If there somewhere your object, press Z, it zoom out and come. There is a shortcut for that. So just move it up. There is another ducat. So you can just play around with this family parameter. So you'll get different models. See, it's another model came out. So with a small model you can create so many things with this star, equals star. So there are change these things, you can get different types of models. Scale is there, you can create the scale, change this. Again, all these axis scaling, different axis scaling it. You can decrease scale. You create different models. Star 2, change this here. Create. It's nice. So that is header. Header is that, and another one is, we are talking about extended primitives. Torus knot. So this is another torus knot. In standard primitives, we are talking about torus. It was there here. Here there was one torus, but that was just a round circle. But when it's come extended primitives, here torus is not. So click here and go for modify. So you'll get modifiers for the parameters to change. You see, you can create different shapes. Side, radius of this reduce. So when you started putting this, the radius is come out. You can make different shapes with this. Also we can do this also. change the elasticity, it shows different twist in that also. You can create things like this. Radius. And also this is the thing. Elasticity. Sides. So normally when you're modeling like these things, it will take time to model. So it's easy to do some shapes, create shapes. If you guys don't want these lines, you can press J in keyboard, it will go. Press the J, it will come. Shortcut for that. So that is torus knot. Keep it here and chamfer box. So draw the box, weld box, and I can same like a standard primitives you get drawing. Just draw and leave the corner will be chamfered. So this is chamfer box. After drawing also you can change the parameters here as you feel it. So all these are just models which is already there in the 3ds Max. This is segments, we need to talk about it. So when the segments comes only, the model smoother, more segments, more smoother. If you reduce the segments, this is fillet segment again. It will be look like a low poly mesh. So what that and all detail we have to talk about it. So fillet segments we keep it, then only the smoothness will come. To see the segments, it's F3. To switch off, it is F4. F3 is, you can see like a XLF mode. So here you'll see the segments only. F3 if you press, it will come with the mesh. F4 if you press, mesh and segment both will come. So F4 if you press again, the segment will go. So simultaneously we have to work on that. While working it will be useful to use with segment, without segment, all that. The another one is chamfered cylinder. So actually cylinder, this is chamfer. We can increase the segments so you will understand. So this is the segment. So when you see F4, see segment, without segment it's like this. More segment means smoother. So that is the importance of segment. If you reduce segment only like this, it's look like this. So when you increase segment, more smoother, already capsule inbuilt model like a standard primitives. Just for a basics I'm just showing all this. Just L shaped one this thing. Wall type. No idea, we are not, mostly all this will not use it. Okay. Show Jagon. Again this thing is different. You can make it shape, you can change this. Try changing this all and make it different shapes. And ring wave. Ring wave is nothing but a model which is already there. If you go for W move tool, go for this timeline, just move it, it will be like animated. It's already animated model. If anywhere if you want to use, you can try it. Just simple model hose, it's like a thing which is already there in this. So you can just check it. F3, F4 for segment seeing viewing. All this. can reduce diameter. Basically, you can change and make different shapes. So last one is prism. Prism is nothing but just a prism. If you go here and drawing just a prism, segments can add. Right length. So that's all comes in extended primitives. Just want to show you how this model. So only this try you can use. Try to make different types of models. So that's all for standard after extended primitives. So all you do before all you doing this model or anything drawing, please check the unit. Customize unit setup. You have to create this system unit as millimeters, fixed one. No change for that. And here after OK, then this you can change whatever you are OK with it. Meter, centimeter, millimeter is there. Kilometers will not use much. Maybe here you can change, feet is there. Decimal, all these things you can use. If you're using for feet, you can use here. For millimeter, meters and all you can keep here. So this is just a display unit. Only thing is system, this is very important. System unit should be millimeter. So that will be unit comes real unit. So that's all for today for standard primitives and extended primitives. All basics, very basics for to understand that 3D software and objects. More things we'll do later. So whatever we done, just try to do it to our beginners. You can just practice on these models, drawing these boxes and things. There is something in 3D, if you are doing first time, it will be difficult. So practice with all these models. Then we'll start with the next level. So in beginner level, we should do all this. So try to do practice. We'll do different models with different high level and standard, advanced level models and renderings we'll do later. So keep watching, follow. So if you guys liking it, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Thank you so much. That's all for today. Bye bye.